Welcome back to Money Rocks. Ross Mandell, accused of bribing brokers and pressuring investors. Guess what, guys? He's going to star in his own reality show. He's also joined by our panel. The panel is back. Ross, give us a sense. Okay, so there's a federal indictment?
Yes, I was indicted by the Southern District of New York, federally, governed the Wall Street arena. I was charged with 2 counts, securities fraud and conspiracy to commit securities fraud.
Okay, so that's pending. Is that right, sir?
That's correct.
It's pending. So someone approaches you and says, wow, that's a really interesting story. I want to do a reality TV series about your life. And you say what?
I said, what are you, nuts? I said, I didn't even get it. I didn't understand. And ultimately we thought about it. And, you know, I'm not guilty of the charges that have been brought against me. And at some point in time, it became obvious that I had been arrested, perp walked,
right,
on national television.
So here's my question. This thing could go to a judge and a jury, is that right?
That's correct.
Are you not worried that if you put yourself out there like the Jersey Shore guys, you're the situation, you're going to be the Wall Street situation, people are going to be so ticked off at you that they're going to, that jury may just say, you know what, convict. You know, that doesn't bother you.
It all bothers me. But, you know, you wake up one day, your world is turned upside down. You're not guilty of anything that you
really believe in it. You just believe in your innocence. That's why you're doing it.
Well, I am innocent.
Go ahead. Jump in here.
Well, to the opposite side of what you just said, he could also show another side of who people think that he is. I met him for a few minutes in the green room, and he was very charismatic, quick on, and funny, which means from a producer's standpoint and a viewer's standpoint, he's charismatic.
He may be good TV. I'm just not sure that plays in the courtroom.
My question is, first and foremost, do you have abs like Jersey Shore situation? This is a very important
I got to say, I'm 53. I have a 3-pack.
Okay.
But I have guns like they don't have.
Okay, got it. And second question, though, is are you getting money for this? I know money rocks, as we've heard before by this
Good
show.
question, Ange.
Any compensation that comes my way gets put into an escrow account and will be held in lieu of an adjudication, meaning that if a court determines I'm guilty or I should plead guilty at any point, all that compensation goes to victims that otherwise wouldn't have that compensation available to them.
And if you're innocent?
If I'm innocent, then the money would flow down to me.
Do your attorneys actually think it's a great idea or a bad idea?
At first, when I was proposed to me, I said, are you nuts? And then I thought about it. And then when I went to my attorney...
Yeah, go ahead.
When I went to my attorney, he looked at me and said, what, are you nuts?
Yeah.
And now he's agreed to co-star in the show.
You have a family? Wife, kids?
I do. I'm married, and I have 2 beautiful young children.
What do they say about all this?
They're very stressed out about it, but they know me. They know who I am and what I have and haven't done.
You know, all the stuff that's going on Wall Street, everyone's looking for a perp walk. Goldman Sachs gets fined $550 million, and everyone says that's not enough. They should be going to jail. Isn't he risking? Is it a little risky to do this?
Actually, I think that this, though, has more of an individual contact for the American people. If he's truly innocent, and let's give him the benefit of doubt, at least for today's discussion, then he ought to be able to shame the FBI and the authorities by having the opportunity on a regular basis to show them the sincerity of what he's been doing. And I have to tell you that in the times we live now, most Americans tend to start with a level of skepticism about anything that's coming from a federal agency or a federal government position. So that gives them a chance.
Not the way Obama's demonizing Wall Street.
What kind of time are you looking at?
Well, we can deal with that a little later.
Hang on. So what kind of time are you looking at if they convict you?
If I got convicted in the worst sense of every case and every word, it could be up to 25 years in prison. 25 years? That's correct. You're willing to take that chance to put this story out there. And by the way, I'm guessing they're going to capture this on your TV show, right? That is correct. This is about my life. Cameras 24/7. How much do they pay? Wait, listen, it's a money show, right? Last night we found out Jersey Shore each got 30 grand an episode. I think you should hold out for a lot of money.
Regis Philbin says they should go back and get more. But, you know, one thing to remember is that this now puts an onus on the FBI, on the federal agencies, when they are now also in the spotlight on his show, to make sure that they absolutely, without reasonable doubt, prove him guilty.
They can't factor anything that happens on the show into the courtroom.
No,
They're
but
not
it puts them still in a spotlight.
Ross, hold on, guys. Carl makes a great point. With all this attention, isn't it going to make the feds step up their game? They're really going to want to convict you, my friend.
Let me say it like this. The evidence is the evidence. That's not going to change, and we've seen it, okay? Where was the FBI when Bernie Madoff was looting $60 billion? He called the FBI and said, come arrest me. They didn't investigate. They didn't know. Where was the Southern District? Where was the SEC when AIG, we woke up on a Wednesday morning. On a Wednesday morning, the CEO said, we need $100 billion to stay open. Oh, by the way, we need it by Monday. Where was the FBI? Where was the SEC when the banking system collapsed, when Merrill Lynch became insolvent, when Lehman Brothers went into a $60 billion bankruptcy?
I'll tell you where they were.
People that are accusing
I'll tell you where they
were.
They were in bed with the Wall Street bankers, but that doesn't make it right for you.
Institutional corruption is what that's about, and that's going to be revealed on my show. And I'm a unique character that's going to deliver that message.
Sir, you certainly are a unique character. We're going
to deliver this message.
Listen, I know we can't do it if they do find you guilty, but if they acquit you, sir, you'll come back and talk to us about it, will you?
Oh, it'd be an honor.
Ross Mandell.
Best of luck to you.
All right, thanks a lot for the panel, too. Up next, our favorite, the fan favorite, in fact, Angelpreneurs. They're going to talk the week's bumps and blunders in about 2 minutes.